Hello, my name is Demetrius Fluker. Welcome to After Breach. Today we'll be talking about IT asset inventory. You can follow me at demetriusfluker.blogspot.com. And today we're going to talk about IT asset inventory. What is it? What companies do you need to use and what do they do? So IT asset inventory, it's essentially a way to itemize all of the assets you have on your infrastructure, servers, workstations, databases, network devices, all of those things. And there's several companies you can use. One company is Manage Engine. Go check them out. They're a really good company. You can you can look up things like the asset ID, serial number, the location of the asset, the status of the asset, whether it's dead or alive, value of the asset to the company, compliance, security level, audit history, and a lot of other things like life cycle, license information, maintenance information, et cetera, et cetera. There's companies out there that do a really good job of doing this. Companies like SpiceWorks, SolarWinds, ServiceNow. ServiceNow is really huge. You've probably heard of SolarWinds. They've gotten hacked in the past 2 years. I think it was 2 years ago they got hacked. Avanti is big in the industry. I've worked with them before. So you can do active discovery and passive discovery on your network. You could use platforms like Metasploit, or you could use OWASP, Zap, Nexus. I've used OpenVAS before, and I've played around with Metasploit to some degree, and Nmap as well. To do passive discovery, you can use Splunk, Wireshark, Snort, ArcSight. I have some experience with from my time at HP. There's Kismet, and there's also Explico and passive infrared sensors. All of these you can use to do passive discovery on your systems. You could use some of these vendors to perform analysis on unauthorized devices on your network and even have them removed. You could use vendors like Network Access Control by Aruba ClearPass, or you can use any standard intrusion detection and protection system. You can also inventory your software applications and see if they're authorized to execute on your infrastructure or not. Again, companies like Manage Engine does a great job of doing this. LandSweeper, Spiceworks Inventory, SolarWinds Service Desk. You can look at things like the software name, version, publisher, the install date of this software, and if you have a really good inventory of the software on your infrastructure, you can dig in deeper to tell someone whether or not that software needs to be on your infrastructure, right? You can also look at how how and if it's authorized, how it's installed, if it's supposed to be where it is, and if it's not, of course, you can have it removed. You can create reports and send out those reports to application owners and have them remove the software that isn't supposed to exist on our internal infrastructure because that's important, right? You don't want any unauthorized software on your infrastructure doing bad things or just doing things in general that you, you don't see or you can't see. Um, you can utilize the software application discovery system to identify all software applications present on the organization's information systems, and that's from your approved binaries to third-party vendor libraries. Um, you can see it all. And of course, if it's unauthorized, you can have it removed. And there's vendors out there that does this better than others. So you just sort of have to do your research to see which one would work better for you. A lot of times it comes down to price and who's going to offer the best value for your buck. Some are just bigger and more expensive than others, and some have exactly what you need. And of course, you can use some of these vendors to look at authorized binaries that are allowed to execute on your infrastructure. And if they aren't allowed to execute again, you can send reports to application owners and have those binaries removed. You could look at things like libraries again, like .dll or .so. And if there are things on your network that aren't supposed to be there, again, you can configure these asset inventory systems that inventory the software and the hardware. You can configure them to remove those things, at least detect these things, right? You can also use these vendors to give you a good picture of the type of scripts that are running in your environment, the type of shell environments that are running in your environment, um, like your PowerShell or your Microsoft CMD, which every PC comes with generally, or Python. Not everyone should have Python running on their system. A lot of times, these companies will have a software approval system which allows you to download the software you need to perform your job. So you can't just download anything and operate anywhere, anytime, right? You can also use these vendors to give you an inventory of the browsers that are installed on your systems, on your endpoint systems. Some browsers are authorized and some are not. You would be surprised. So you can look at different plugins. Some browsers allow different plugins that your company might not allow. So that's why some browsers are not allowed and others are. Most companies are often times upgrading their um, browser information. So you'll know because they'll tell you what's allowed and what's not. Again, this is After Breach. My name is Demetrius Fluker. Today we looked at IT asset management. There's vendor management involved in that, and it's really risk management as well. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Demetrius Fluker. Thank you for listening. I really, really want you guys to go check out demetriusfluker.blogspot.com for more information and for more research that I am digging in for you guys and posting to my blog every single day. Check it out. Leave a comment if you see something that you like, or leave a comment if you see something you don't like, and give me some feedback on what it is that you find. If you find something that you don't like, again, let me know. If you find something you don't like, please let me know. I accept all criticism. You guys are wonderful. If you want to be a CISO, keep on researching. Have a great day.